Must be very tiring. No, I like it. Think you killed Krama. I think so too. I really think so too. Krama, welcome home. It takes King Diamond. Like, yeah, I do think that we were the reason for her to die, because this kind of makes me feel like we are probably in hell or something similar like it. Well, she's there for a reason, because, you know, I'm pretty sure she killed our parents. Or maybe she did not. And the evil operator just keeps making us thinking that way. It could be that too. The voice you mean? This is a lot more annoying than GLaDOS. Fair, the operator. It wants me to run away, but I'm sorry, I get achievement if I stack all 50 boxes, so I'm gonna stack all those 50 boxes. Nothing you can do about it. If you bring a monster, I might have to run faster to organize the boxes. Boop. The only thing worse than this guy is the narrator from the game getting over it. Oh dear. You said turn on sun now or later. Well, it depends on how long you are wanting to stay up. I would say no, because it takes a while until it's warm. By the way, Thompson, now when you are at the cabin, what are you eating? Also, hi Cheese, how are you today? Getting over it is great. Let's all play that game. No. I prefer yelling at game, not people. And that game makes me yell at people. Alright, it's great, but the narrator is aggravating. I don't like it. It just isn't the game for me. Hell yeah, I am. You made Soge not so you're scared to try them. Oh, I do hope that you enjoy it. Can you get paid 17 an hour to just annoy people like this while they work? Good question. Value overboiled. That happens sometimes. But I'm sure they'll taste good. All in the correct places. Chicken, fish, mix, and potato, salad, hot noodles, etc. Okay, okay. Welcome home. They're practically disintegrating in there. And work. Not fair. Damn, I have a big house. Bathroom. Perfect IKEA apartment. Needs hammer. Alrighty then. Grandma has closed the door very badly because it needs a fucking hammer to get in there. Gotcha. What the fuck? It's your own house door. Why do you need a hammer? Yes. When games give you option to go hide. You have a grill and gas stove there, so you can cook what you want. Also refrigerator that works with gas. It's quite a pleasant, I'd say. Okay, let's free the grandma. Run, grandma! Be free! Now I know. Now I know. Clean up any broken plates. Hide kitchen knife under bed. Check emails on phone. Nail wooden planks on door. Turn off the lights. Go to bed. Hide knife under bed. You need a pen because when you push these buttons, you always push extra letters. Gas don't work with gas. It works thanks to the power of little elves living inside and pushing cold into it. Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Right. It is unfortunate that you have declined our scholarship program. Thank you for your applying, and we hope that you are successful in all your future academic endeavors. Broken plates, knives, check email. Turn off all the lights. Wait. Place the radio, the knife, and the phone in the correct places. The plate, the knife. Oh, I think that is later on. So what's going on with this game? It's trying to be scary. Trying. This is really trying. And I do think that it probably actually like it's a psychological horror oftentimes. And at the moment the story is just super sad, I'd say. It isn't scary, but it has a sad story. That's what I would say about it. Have you already completed going achievement hunting? Look like you had most of them, or maybe you saw wrong. No, it's first time playing, but we are completing most of the achievements apparently on the first playthrough. So how do I go to bed? This is how. It's not really one you would recommend, yeah. Think she escaped. Oh, and what is also cool this place? You have glow worms over there. It's a very nice sight when the evenings and darkness comes. Sounds awesome. She got out. So once again, she broke a damn plate. Okay. Can't put the lights on. Sucks to be me. She's gonna stab me. No, yes, maybe. Probably. Grandma! Where the fuck are you? Grandma! For fuck's sake! We're supposed to sleep! Where the fuck did she go? Pain, are you full of it? Patience, are you out of it? When will your suffering end? Well, when Grandma decides to fucking murder me, probably.
Pain, are you full of it? Patience, are you out of it? James, when will your suffering end? You wanted her to die, didn't you? Not for her sake, but for your own. You yearned for her death, not because her suffering would cease. It was because yours would cease as well.
Okay then. Can I now go sleep? Today I found my laptop broken. I left her alone for just a few minutes while I was in the bathroom, and I guess she walked in my bedroom and had an episode. I'll have to drain my savings in order to replace it. James. Why you murdered my laptop? Why? What did my poor laptop ever do to you?
Do you feel the resentment pulsating through your veins? Do you feel the last breath of patience exiting your body? Do you feel the rage welling up, overflowing, displacing empathy, sympathy, and love? Do you hear it? It's calling you. A way out. Follow it. Let it guide you.
Murder, 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 murder. Murder. Murder? Late? Can't take the knife under my bed. It lives there now. I'm so confused right now, once again. Oh, let's go to basement. Inside of a basement. In a basement. I did something unspeakable. I killed them, I murdered them both. I didn't know what to do, I had nothing left to live for. I'm so sorry.
While sifting through some old boxes, you found an interesting set of documents that revealed the truth about your
Total
past.
crime scene, emergency meeting.
Your grandparents were involved in an accident that killed your grandfather and your infant brother. It wasn't your grandmother's fault entirely, but your parents couldn't help but put the blame on her. With no family or friends left, living a hopeless and bleak existence, your
People talk
grandmother
down
decided
about
to
retirement
murder
homes, etc. all the time,
your
but it's
parents
hard to
got
comprehend
away.
just how difficult
She
it is
could
to
raise you
care for a
all by
loved one
herself.
who has dementia or
Her
something
desire was
similar. Yep,
selfish and evil. That was all you needed.
yep.
A way to justify her death. A way to break the burden of
My
taking
mother
care
and
of
her
her. Do
siblings
you remember what
actually
you did?
took
I
care
don't
of
want you
my
to look it up
grandpa
before, just in case you've
until the
forgotten.
end of his days, and currently they are doing the same for my grandma. And yeah, it is something that is not easily done, especially like if it's your loved one. You'll see them dying little by little every day. Alright, so what are we missing? It takes a lot mentally, emotionally, financially, and sometimes even physically. Yep, you're very true on that. Get the knife. Get the new radio. Get the phone. Place the knife on her bed. Replace the old radio. Place the phone on the table outside the door. Wait outside her room. Knife, radio, phone. Well, one moment we'll restart the game. Oh, okay. So it was Steam that crashed in the background, and apparently that caused my game to die as well. Okay. Does the game have all the save? Yes and no. Save changes, finish. Basically it only saves at the beginning of the level. And that's it. Load game. This game saves automatically. Yeah, but it starts it every time at the beginning of the chapter, so we'll see how far it throws us. I'm scared. Hopefully not too far. But at least now we know what we are supposed to do. Alright, okay. So not too far away. Nice. Get the knife, radio, phone. Knife, Radio. Oh. Radio. Oh. Knife in her bed. Was it? Get the knife, get the new radio, get the phone. Place the knife on her bed. Okay, so it doesn't let me do that yet. Alright. Hi Ross, how are you today? Good afternoon. Yeah, sorry that you have been out. You tested positive a few days ago and been on a lockdown. Hope everything is great for you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How are you feeling at the moment? That sounds not great at all. And no need to apologize. Super happy to see you around. And I hope that you're recovering. Knife, bed, radio. Outside on the table. Outside the door. Knife in the bed. Replace the radio. Oh.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you listening to me? I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Are you in pain? Do you want that pain to go away?
Oh no.
Show you a way out.
Oh no.
You have to do exactly what I say. Don't worry. Very soon you won't feel any pain at all.
You feel much better now. Monday was hell. Well, I'm happy to hear if you feel much better now. Just remember to drink a lot and yeah, recover on your own pace. Like, don't try to force yourself to exercise or anything like it.
Press the knife against your stomach. You're doing a wonderful job. Now, press a little harder. Keep applying more pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh of your stomach. You might feel quite a bit of pain, but that's going to be temporary. You're doing a great job. I want you to pull the knife out. Is there a warm, red fluid gushing out of your stomach? If so, then you applied enough pressure. I know that this might be painful, but pretty soon it's going to be all over. I want you to repeat the process, except now go a little to the right of the original spot. Keep applying pressure
This is some.
penetrates the flesh. Now that you've done the process twice, for the third time, go to the left of the original spot. Once again, keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh.
Messed up stuff. Yep.
You're doing a great job. Now return to the original spot. I want you to jab the knife into the wound 3 times. This time, don't slowly apply pressure. I want you to press the knife into your stomach as hard as you can. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. You're doing a wonderful job. Are you in pain? Are you suffering? I know you are, but don't worry. It'll all go away soon. This is the last step. Are you ready? All you have to do is to repeat the process.
And the stomach, that's a very painful way to die. Yep.
Your neck. Whenever you're ready, just quickly thrust the knife into your neck.
So basically, the summary of this story.
Go away.
Grandparents got into incident that caused their grandkid to die. So their children didn't want them to meet their new grandkid anymore. The grandma got so upset about it. Obsessed about it. That she killed the grandkid's parents, basically her own child.
James, you murdered her.
And then she raised us, and then we found out about her stuff, and we caused her to die on her.
You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab herself repeatedly with a knife. You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia. She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries. Since all the evidence pointed to a suicide, you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free. You might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came crashing down. It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares. Visions of her stabbing herself endlessly, blood gushing out of her wounds, flooding your mind with blood-red guilt. Slowly, these nightmares leaked into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work. Even though you killed her, she never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep. Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your subconscious. Eventually, you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only suppressed the issue. Slowly, your body adjusted to the medicine and you needed to increase the dose for the medicine to be effective.
Oh, fuck.
This process kept repeating until you were taking multiple times the recommended amount. You were addicted until one night you overdosed on sleep medication. Right now, in this moment, your physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of life and death. You're still probably wondering why you're here in God's basement. I'll finally
I'm
tell
scared.
you who I am and what this place really is. God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sin but are still redeemable. The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their
And
own
this is
versions of
uncomfortable.
self, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent into evil. Their resentment, hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate until those emotions manifest themselves through atrocious acts, yours being murder. You were backed into a corner, watching your life slowly pass you by. All those opportunities you sacrificed. All that potential wasted. You became bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the person. My job is to guide the person inside God's basement and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man in the radio. Hopefully this explanation cleared everything up. You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an atrocious sin, you were trapped in a hopeless existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her former self. Your grandmother died long ago. Part of you wanted to see her suffering cease. Your crime was both cruel and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon you're going to wake up in a hospital bed out of your drug-induced coma. Learn to live with what you did. The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James.
Yeah, I just got all the achievements.
And be grateful for this second chance. One last thing. Good luck.
Okay. Fuck, that's bright. Fucking hell, that's bright. Why do so many games have bright lights? I don't know. Wait, hold on. You know it's 7 already, right? Yep. Thanks for the GG. Thank you for playing. Could you now please put that damn bright monitor away? No, let's put the ending credits with freaking bright. Yeah, not a game you would recommend. This brightness makes your brain explode. Know the feeling. Hello, I'm the developer of God's Basement. You have reached the end and I wanted to say thank you for playing through the whole game. Still pretty new to creating video games, so I hope the experience was bearable. Hopefully you enjoyed the experience. Maybe someday you'll play another one of my games, if I'm able to release another one. Thanks again, Erebus. Wait, was this made by one person? I guess it was. Okay, once again. Well, shut up, phone. Like, once again, if it was made by only one person, yeah, it definitely is like for that really good. Pretty good. The story wasn't bad, but it got really uncomfortable to the end of the game. Like, really uncomfortable. And the puzzles were confusing at times. Like, few of them we needed to find the hints from inside of the game. But I got to say, I liked the fact that there were hints inside of the game. So basically when we got stuck, we didn't need to go and try to find it from Google. We could just press the options and find it from there. So that part, I got to say, it was really good. Did like the operator for some sort. But to be fair, for me, it's like I do like weird storytellers in the games. But yeah, the story became really uncomfortable at the end of it, so that wasn't scary. There was funny moments, and it is 100%, so I'm happy.